Welcome once again, another week of the Jtrain Fitness Show. What song is this? Do you want me to turn it up? It's called, sorry, I'm not French, Tout dans tout repris. That's how you say it. That's right, I'm actually I'm an avid fan of French oldies from the 50s, 60s, and 70s. Mostly because that's what my mom played in the car as I was growing up as a kid, and so I have kind of an affinity for it. Every stream this week I will be playing French oldies leading up to the show. I'm still having this song go. I'll let it go to the end because I didn't really have much time to give a lot of run to these songs. I just kind of put this together and there was only 3 minutes left. So, but this is Mike Brandt. I guess you would say Mike Brandt. But it's spelled Mike Brandt in English, like Mike, and then B-R-A-N-T. He's one of my favorites. He was a very famous, pop French singer who, unfortunately, I think he was kind of dealing with some like inner demons with depression and stuff. And he actually ended up taking his own life, which is very unfortunate. But he was known for being very, very attractive back in the day. He was quite the ladies' man. He had a lot of pop hits. You can tell this song's like very kind of poppy for 70s. I think his biggest hit was called Laisse-moi t'aimer, which is Let Me Love You in French, and it's very good. I definitely recommend firing up a playlist because to me, music, you don't necessarily need to know what they're saying, what the lyrics are. To understand music, I think you just need to feel it, and it's art. And like all art, sometimes something is important with whatever medium is being used. Some art doesn't. You don't need to. It doesn't need to be super realistic. It could just be like abstract. I feel the same thing with music. Sometimes the lyrics aren't the focus. Sometimes the music or the guitar riffs are the focus, or maybe the feelings, or maybe like the tune, the way that the music is set up. And I'm quite a huge fan of French music. I've picked up some French just hear my mom over the years, and also just kind of listening to these songs. It's always my grandfather was a French soldier in the Indochina War, the French occupation of Vietnam. That's why I'm kind of connected to that. And so after the awful things that happened in France, and not just France. I mean, yes, horrible stuff like this is happening all over the world. I definitely feel for any victims who are falling victim to these awful practices, events around the world. But France has always kind of had I've always had kind of a connection with, so and I always listen to the music, so that's why I'm playing it right now. So I hope you like that, Cena. Maybe you can explore Mike Brandt some more. We got a guy named Ofu1. That's right. I think he lives in like Paris or France. I hope he's all right. I hope he makes an appearance tonight. It looks like we might have a new person in the chat. I think I saw Le bled to Mike 30. I'm sorry if I mispronounced it. Thank you for joining the Jtrain Fitness Show. So, what do we have in store for tonight? Well, sometimes it looks like these shows might end up being like 30 minutes. That's fine. If anyone has any questions, go ahead. Ask me away in the chat. I will answer them as I see them. But if not, I will, I guess, keep talking about whatever topic I have on the docket today. And if there's no questions when I'm done with it, I guess that we'll end the stream. You never know how long it's gonna take. So let's get into it. So I was wondering what kind of topic I could talk about tonight on the Jtrain Fitness Show. There's always something about fitness I think I can talk about. Let me move over real quick. There's always some topic that I think I can talk about. And I was running through my head what I could maybe go through tonight. this one guy came up to me and I was like, I was just saying, we were just talking about streams. Ofu1, hey buddy, you're in France, right? Is everything all right? I'm glad to see, I don't know how close you are to Paris, but I'm glad to see you all right. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope that everyone and you are safe. I'm not, I don't know how well your English is. But hopefully you understand enough of that I'm saying I hope you're all right. My thoughts are with what happened in France. So glad to see that you made it, bud. So a guy was talking to me today at the gym, and what he had told me was hey, have you talked about like gamers and fitness? And I was like, you know what, I guess I really haven't. And that would be a great topic to discuss over Twitch. People who I guess peruse, whatever's going on in the channels with Twitch. They see I don't know if they see mine that well. I don't know what they think when they see mine, but maybe when they see, they're like, hey, a fitness show. Why is that in Twitch? And they might be intrigued to watch it. So but the Twitch community is, what I would assume is mostly gamers. And I think when this guy talked to me, he's actually a former Marine, and he loves streaming. He loves playing video games, and I thought that was like so cool. I personally, and I'll get into it, I don't think that that's, rare with this generation. It's really sad what happened. My sister lived near what happened. I hope she's all right, Ofu1. I hope her and her friends are right. Is she okay? Let me know if she's okay. So yeah, but yeah, it's really sad. It's awful, man. I'm glad, I'm glad everything's all right with you and everything. The people over here in the U.S. are definitely, we definitely feel for, what's going on over there in France, and I hope that, everything is back to normal soon. So this guy but yeah, bodybuilding greater than terrorism. I like bodybuilding a lot more than I like terrorism too. Hobbies are definitely better than them. Oh, for when you're you're a funny guy, man. You're a funny guy. I really appreciate that. I you make me laugh, and I'm glad that you can still crack jokes in this time. So yeah, Cena liked it too. It's like LOL Gains. Gains, yeah, hold on, let me see. Oh man. Yeah, we're having fun tonight. So like let's see. What do we got going on here? What should I do? What should I do? There you go. Anyway, what did I train today? Today I trained. I did biceps. I like to. What I would recommend for people who are trying to work out, who are trying to do some sort of like I guess fitness routine, and they're trying to decide how they should do it. If you ever are going from a rest day into your, I guess it would look like this to you guys. If you're ever going to your from your rest day to your next training day, I recommend that on your day back, you start with a muscle group that either you really love to do, or that is like I guess kind of easy to train. And with me, like biceps, I can fly through a bicep workout. It doesn't take a lot of energy for me. I kind of enjoy doing biceps, and I can get through them really quickly. So I lead off the week with a biceps for that reason. In French, I guess you would call that, in French cuisine, I guess you would call that an amuse-bouche. It's kind of like a, whet your appetite, prime yourself for the rest of the week, and that's kind of what biceps do for me. And so that's why I always lead off. I lead off with biceps. And I always get a great pump out of it. I always have a lot of energy. Going into Monday, I'll have a lot of focus because I have all the rest from the weekend. But yeah, what I do is I try to do an easy in terms of like how time flies by for me, how much of a strain it is to me at the beginning of the week, and then towards the end of the week, I'll do a muscle group that I really enjoy. So like Friday, I'll do Uh, I'll do like chest. No, I don't think biceps are like my favorite. They're one of my favorites. Chest is my favorite. Chest. You knew I did biceps. Do you know my do you know my training routine? Usually, what I've been working with this um recently is I've been doing like I go biceps, triceps, shoulders, back, chest, and then I'll do a 6 day with legs if I need to, if I haven't worked out legs throughout the week. But I've decided to kind of go in a 6 day as well. You know, Saturday isn't as bad as people say it is. Saturday isn't as you know, it doesn't feel as bad as, you know, people say it does. It's actually really relaxing kind of going in there on Saturday. I wouldn't do a muscle group that like takes a lot out of you, you know, like legs. But you know, it's cool to kind of chill in the gym on a Saturday. You kind of go at your own pace. Everything's chill. You can work out. So I mean, maybe even consider taking your rest day during the week when you're like working and stuff, so that you're not completely blasted and can actually focus on your workout. Yeah, did biceps today. It was good. I crushed it. I've been experimenting a lot with the I guess preacher curl machine, where you like load up plates and then you can like you know, lift like this. Um, One arm at a time, and then two arms. That's what I've been, you know, kind of working with, and it's been working out. It's been working out really well. I've been feeling massive pumps from it. So my bicep workout is I'll do that with the preacher curl, drop it, you know, and then I'll do today I can flip flop them. Why not superset? Is it not more efficient? I actually don't do a superset with biceps. I'm still doing drop sets though. See, and I'm still every single one of my workouts has every single one of my workouts exercises. I'm sorry. Hold on. Every single one of my exercises have a drop set incorporated into them. So I'm still doing drop sets. Supersets. I mean, what you could superset biceps with is you could do you know, pull-ups. These kind of pull-ups. I mean, that'd be a good superset for biceps. If you wanted to have like, you know, a dumbbell next to you to do some curls, you could definitely superset. Superset, I don't think would be more efficient because it would take more, you know, a lot more, you know, more time. But you know, maybe instead of a drop set, you do a superset. I guess that would work. Mocha Angel, what is up? What is up, Rakisha? I want to apologize for earlier today. I didn't mean to like call you out or anything. I just didn't see. I completely blanked that you were across the street. So I wanna apologize for that. So you know, don't hate me. How many do we stay in fitness center? Friends say 45 minutes max. Others say 1 hour 30, but I can't do less than 1 hour 30. This is what I'll say to that. Yeah, superset when you're late. Yeah, I mean, I can actually, you know, honestly, supersetting, you know, might be good. You know, a good alternative if you really don't want to do drop sets. Let's see. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I won't do that again. I don't think that they heard it. I won't do it again. I'm sorry. Ofu1, I say stay in the gym as long as it takes you to finish a workout and complete it efficiently to the max. You know, whatever gets you the best workout. I can't stay in a gym less than 1 hour and 30 either. Even if I'm like doing 3 exercises, because I'm doing drop sets, I'm doing full range of motion, I'm getting a pump in it. I don't, you know, anyone who says like your body's gonna start eating itself if you are over 45 minutes, I don't agree. I don't think your body really works that way. I think that you should stress your body out as much as possible, exhaust it as much as possible, get as much out of your workout as you can. And however long that takes, there are days where I've been in the gym for like 3 hours. You know, like it's just how it is. And I mean, I don't think that it's negatively affected my workout. So stay in the gym for as long for as long as you know, you need to get a good workout. So that's what I would recommend. If you can't stay less than 1 hour and 30 minutes, I think you're probably doing it right then, and B, that's fine. I definitely think that that's, you know, perfectly fine. So keep doing that. Honestly, just keep doing that. If anyone else has any questions, keep asking. Otherwise, I will Otherwise, I will, keep telling my story. I see that we have some new people in the chat. Don't be afraid to say what's up. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch the Jtrain Fitness Show. I'm always, I'll answer any of your questions. For those of you who are new, it looks like there's some like new people in there. I don't just answer questions based off like fitness, working out. I also have a master's in public health. So if you have any questions on like health, research, my advice in terms, I'm also a certified personal trainer. So I might be able to help you in a wide array of things. In that motivation, I can motivate you. If you want any advice on like mental health, relationships, sexual health, anything like that. I have experience working, TBI, injury prevention. I have a lot of experience working in those fields as well. So going back to my other story, the question was, how well does the video game community and the fitness community meld? Like, how do they, have we talked about nutrition? Not as much as I guess we should. I haven't actually gotten a lot of questions on nutrition, and yet it is the most important thing about, transforming the look of your body. But if you have any questions about nutrition, Cena, definitely let me know. I will. It's always been the most important thing to me in bodybuilding. Yeah, exactly what Ofu1 says. It's a very high percentage of your gains. If you have the best builders in the world, but you don't give them bricks, you're not going to build a good house. You're not going to build your temple of swole. Like it's not going to work. I attribute a lot of my success, what I think is success, to hitting nutrition and focusing on nutrition a lot more than what than people normally have. When I started, is when bodybuilding, I guess, started to really Brian Ripley out of nowhere. Here he is, everyone. Welcome, Brian Ripley. Brian Ripley, if you want like an entrance song or something like that, I can definitely help you out. Cena's got the Cena thing. I didn't do it tonight, but I should. Ofu1, I played some French music, so we'll say that we'll say that that was what it is. Yeah, nutrition. So when I first started working out, it was when bodybuilding, I guess, first started to, right when bodybuilding started to take off as like everyone is like doing some sort of fitness. Like people were not talking about it, and this was when like YouTube fitness and stuff was like really in its infancy. And I will always be appreciative of the fact that the very first fitness person that I looked at was Scooby 1961, and I would highly recommend anyone who wants to start lifting, bodybuilding, looking at his videos, Scooby 1961, because it's not about the flash. It's all about like what you need, the simplicity of it, all of that. That's what I would. That's who I would recommend looking at. But he stressed nutrition. He didn't really stress. He stressed nutrition. He stressed range of motion, the time under tension, and that's what I followed. And that's why I think I got a lot of success, because those are like the three biggest things. He wasn't into like lift as much weight as possible, look good in the gym, YOLO, all that stuff. Like he was just no nonsense. This is what I've been doing, for all my life, blah blah blah. And I thanked him for it. So nutrition is very important if you're trying to bodybuild, if you're trying to get muscle mass. If I were to distill it as much as possible, Cena, what I would recommend is try to drink a gallon of water, at least a half a gallon of water every day, but get your body weight in grams of protein. If you're like 5'9", around that height, that still equates to like get at least 170 grams of protein. Okay, so we have a request. Brian Ripley, if anything happened to your dog, I'm really sorry. I'll give you a moment of silence for your dog. I'll give a moment of silence for Brian Ripley's dog. All right. I hope everything's all right, Brian Ripley. If you know, I know how much dogs, mean to people. You know, my dog's the love of my life. If you know, if you ever want to email me, discuss it, we absolutely can. You know, that's got to be tough, man. I'm sorry about that. Um, yes, I hope that answers your question. If you have any more, I could talk about nutrition for days. Keep asking away. Brian Ripley had a question about how to lose fat. He's fat. You know, I'm sure you look good, Brian Ripley. But if I were to tell somebody, if their sole purpose in life is to lose fat, what I would recommend if you're just trying to lose fat is eat like consistently every day. Like the foods you eat, like when you eat them, like if you have coffee at this time and then a cookie at this time and then a meal at this time, try to be as redundant as possible every day. And then, see how your body reacts to that. But think about eating a little less. And don't try to automatically like just eat veggies only and salads only and stuff. You'll lose your mind because your body's used to eating how you eat right now. I equate nutrition a lot like pulling a wagon down a hill. If you pull a wagon down a hill and you with people in it and you automatically turn it on a right turn, everyone's gonna fly off. But if you ease the wagon, people don't fly off, and the wagon adjusts a lot better, and you make it safely to your destination. The way that I got into this, that I got my nutrition, I would eat Wendy's like every day. I continued to eat Wendy's every day, but then each week I took like one less thing out, one more thing out, one more thing out, one more thing out, until like, I went from like 4 days a week to 3 days a week to every other day to once to none. That's what you got to do. Some simple steps that you can take to lose weight. I would recommend finding a substitute for soda. If you drink soda, find a drink that you like better that isn't as calorically dense. That doesn't mean fruit juice. For me, it was tea. Try like drinking half and half tea. It's a lot less calories, and when you eliminate soda from your diet, it's like 10 pounds right there. Also, think about getting veggies as your side instead of like a heavy carb. If you drink milk, try getting skim milk. But try to make your diet mostly vegetables, with nice high quality proteins. And if you don't need sauce on the things that you eat, or like ketchup or like whatever, don't. And try substituting it, like instead of like dousing something in cheese and sauce, just try putting hot sauce on it, because hot sauce has like nothing in it, but it adds a lot of flavor. You can season stuff as much as you want with seasonings. That should do it. And by the way, dude, I hope your dog makes it. I'm sorry that he's sick, or she's sick. Just, hang in there, try to be tough. You're gonna make it through. You're gonna be strong. Your dog knows how much you love them. Just try to be there, for them as much as possible. And if you don't think they're gonna make it, I mean, just, keep thinking about, the amazing times you had with one another. Again, if you want to, email me if you don't want to talk about it in this forum, you can. We can continue to talk about it. It's completely up to you. But you're a good guy, Brian Ripley, and I hope you're doing all right. And yeah, I mean, Ofu1 says doing cardio. Cardio is great because, but don't think cardio like targets fat. Cardio doesn't like target fat and make you lose fat. Cardio is a tool that uses energy. So if you are eating to right here and you do cardio and it brings your, it expends this many calories or so, and you're at a caloric deficit, you're gonna lose weight. But if you're still eating past whatever, like suppose you did like this much cardio, but you're eating this many calories, it didn't really do anything. So if you do cardio, I mean, I definitely agree with Ofu1. Cardio is good. Just make sure that your cardio is intense. Try doing cardio that you enjoy, because doing cardio you don't enjoy can just be a pain in the what. What is the ultimate step, Ofu1? Let us know. My preference in protein, I love chicken breast, and I love egg whites. Cena, egg whites are I think they have like they're like the most, they have like the most amino acids in them of like I think any other kind of food you can find. Like their protein profile is so good. You know, and you can buy liquid egg whites. No, I wouldn't recommend the yolk. Not that yolks are like bad or whatever, but I think they just add to the egg, and you don't necessarily need them if you are eating, you know, a well-balanced diet with, like, you know, vegetables and whatnot that can give you like minerals and everything. What I would do for the longest time was I just took one of those cartons that are like this big of egg whites, and I dump them into a trough, and then I just microwave them for 6 minutes, and that's 50 grams of protein right there. So, you know, if you just had 3 of those a day, you could bodybuild off that, and it's like $6 for like 3 of those, or so, $6 to $10. And that's 150 grams of protein, and then you add in like some skim milk, right? And you've annihilated your protein, you know, requirements for the day. Nope. I don't necessarily need flavoring on them. I would pour some hot sauce on them. I put some pepper on them, you know, maybe some salt. You could put adobo, Old Bay, you know, you know, maybe even 1 slice of cheese. It's up to you. How many is your biceps? 23 inches? I don't know. I don't know the last time that I like that I measured them. I'm not sure. I can't answer that question. I can't answer it in American units. I can't answer it in the metric system either. For you know, you being over in France. I don't know. Maybe I'll measure them someday. Maybe I'll measure them tomorrow. If someone has like some measuring tape, I can maybe see if I can do that. But I appreciate the kind words. Ofu1, thank you for saying that they look like more. Cena, also, if you want to supplement protein, the protein I would recommend is Optimum Nutrition Gold Standard Whey. Don't pay extra for, like, you know, Whey Super Mass Complex Extreme Hardcore to the Max XXL. No, I mean, just get a whey protein that's just what is it? Whey. That it's whey isolate. It's not, you know, soy. A lot of these, you know, protein bars and everything, like, they have soy protein in them, which isn't it's not whey isolate. And whey isolate is, you know, better. It's like an isolated, you know, it's when you eat these proteins, you're looking for like a protein profile. And when you have like eggs, for example, they have a lot of different amino acids, so the chances that you're going to be building more muscle, or that you get the amino acids that you need to build muscle, are greater. I think the next one with like the highest amino acid profile, I mean, you got like tuna, and I think you got chicken breast. You want to put yourself to the test to be better than all the rest. For one, do you want to be the very best, like no one ever was? Catch the gains is your real test. To train is your cause. Pokemon. Oh man, I still haven't done that. I still haven't done that. The second karaoke with that yet. But you know, I promise I promise it's coming eventually. Maybe I can give you like a taste or something. I'm not sure. Let's see. Like, everybody wants to be a master. Everybody wants to show their skills. Make their way to the top of the hill, or something like that. And they're like, each time you try. Let's do a challenge for the week. Okay, cool. I like that idea. Doing the Jtrain challenge. I actually do have those things. I had Jtrain challenges that I would, you know, give people. Maybe I should start posting them on my Facebook as well. Like, you know, hey, this is the Jtrain challenge of the week. Do this, do that, do this. Let me think of what would be a good Jtrain challenge. Should I do nutrition? Should I do cardio? Should I do lifting? Should that be the Jtrain challenge of the week? Let's see. How many people do we have in this chat? How many people are gonna see this challenge? And you can like tell other people to do the challenge as well. This week's Jtrain challenge. I want you every single day that you are in the gym to do 3 sets of however many pull-ups you can do without assistance from that little, like, you know, plate thing. And you can do it either way. You can do the pull-ups like this, you can do the pull-ups like this. It's completely up to you. But that is your Jtrain challenge for the week. I'm gonna make a note of that, and I'm gonna ask to see that you guys did that. So every day that you were in the gym this week, I want you to do 3 sets of as many pull-ups as you can do. If you can't do one, that's fine, but you got to do not 1 3 times. You can only do 1, that's fine, but you got to do 1 3 times each time you're in the gym. All right, that is your Jtrain challenge of the week. I hope that you know is a good enough challenge. But hey, awesome questions, guys. Thank you so much for all the questions. Woot Gains, here I come. Cena, you're gonna renew your lease at the House of Pain, and you're gonna, you know, upgrade with some gains. I guess in closing, what I'll do is I'll talk about what I was gonna originally, you know, talk about. So he asked, you know, hey, can gamers, can fitness, can they merge? Let me see. Let me check the. I have a perfect accent, man. Do I have a perfect French accent or do I have a perfect English accent? Because English is my only language, so hopefully I have a good English accent. Let's see. I'm checking my Facebook because I you know, make sure that nobody's like posting questions or whatnot. Let's see. Nope. I don't think we do. Let's see. All right. Yeah. So no questions off of Facebook. So the guy asked me, you know, do people who game and does fitness interact? Yeah, I absolutely think that they do, and I think that the thing is that at least my age, my generation, and maybe my generation was kind of the beginning of it because I still got made fun of it in, you know, in school a lot, and everything for the things I was into. But nowadays, like saying that you're into video games and saying that you're into, you know, comic books and saying that you're into like superheroes, you know, it's not a taboo anymore. Like, you know, kids can go into high school nowadays, ironically, with like Pokemon stuff on, or like, you know, Spider-Man socks or Superman shirts, and nobody would think any different of them. And I think a lot of that is because the generations are just growing up with that stuff nowadays. But I absolutely think that, you know, people who game, people who are into comic books can definitely work out, because a lot of the people that they see in these games and in these comics are built that way. They're built to be physically fit. So you have like something to look up to. And the competitiveness that you bring to video games, the repetitiveness sometimes in like the games that you play. New generation of Avengers, Gym Avengers. I like that. I want somebody to make a graphic novel of Gym Avengers starring Jtrain. What would my superpower be? I wonder. So if you guys had to choose a superpower for me, what would my superpower be? What would my gym superpower be? Let me know in the chat. But yeah, I mean, the thing is like, I think the only thing that's stopping people in like the Twitch community and everything is what am I trying to say? Is the notion that the two worlds are not equal. I'll tell you one thing, man. Like, people in the gym, they absolutely are into like that stuff. And you know, it might be secretly, but a lot of them are like, you can chat about Pokemon, you could chat about DBZ. They love Dragon Ball Z. Like, they love it. At least people of my age, my generation, like, they love Dragon Ball Z. That Vegeta picture that I posted in the gym, like, blew up Imgur, blew up E-Bomb's World, blew up on Instagram. You know, so there definitely is an intertwine there. You just have to, what I would recommend is like, go in there with the expectation that you're gonna, you know, try your hardest and work your butt off and actually try to make it work, but also without the expectation that like it's gonna happen quickly, or that, you know, like, don't think people are gonna make fun of you. The fact that you stepped into the gym is enough. But like the personalities that I see on Twitch, the competitiveness that I see on Twitch, I absolutely think that like those people are perfect for the gym. Anyone can work out, honestly. Like, if I showed you, if you were on my Instagram and you saw like pictures of what I used to look like, or you know, if you used to know me, I'm sorry, or if you go, you know, back far enough to, you would say that this, if you told me, right, that like, you know, you could be a you know, amateur or bodybuilding hobbyist enthusiast, it would become your life. I wouldn't even, like, I would call you crazy, and I've said that a lot of times, but I was just completely like the other end of the spectrum. I loved watching comic book movies. I didn't play any sports. I wanted to play video games. I wanted to watch anime. But the stuff I saw in those things, the video games, the animes, all that stuff, the you know, especially like Dragon Ball Z, Pokemon, like overcoming things, Yu Yu Hakusho, the Dark Tournament, all that stuff, Rurouni Kenshin, I was like, man, I wish I could be that physically, you know, adept. I wish I could be that, you know, cool. I wish I could have that kind of body, that aesthetic. Just take that, right, and subtract the fear and the hesitation that you might have, and just take it to the gym, and there you go, you win, you got it. You know, just like you can enjoy video games, you can enjoy going to the gym. If you like talking to people online, it's just like talking to people. It's like the gym's like one massive chat room that you can like go into. Can you say to me if the famous French YouTuber bodybuilder Thibaut Shape don't take anything? My friends say why, but I think say yes, but I think no. Let me take a look at him. Let me see if I can find him. I think it's called Thibaut. Is it Thibaut in Shape? Thibaut in Shape. Let's see. I think this is him. This looks like him. Yeah, this is him. Let's see. Take a look at his videos. Actually, let me just take a look at some pictures of him. Let's see. So some of these pictures, I think absolutely he could be natural. I want to say he is. He doesn't look like over the top, you know, like shreds on top of shreds, crazy vascularity, anything like that. It looks like I would probably say he is natural, because, you know, a lot of these pictures are like lighting. A lot of these pictures. Oh, thanks, man. He looks good, and if you think that I look better, I really appreciate the compliment. Thank you so much. So, you know, I think that he's natural. I honestly do. A lot of these pictures are, again, lighting. You can, with proper lighting, you can gain like friggin' 10 pounds of muscle in a picture. You know. So yeah, I mean, like I'd maybe take his advice. He looks like he's got good genetics. He looks like he works out hard, and he looks like he's just very lean. That's what I think. That's what I think it is with him. So, you know, just finishing up my conversation with that. Yeah, gamers are perfect for bodybuilding. You just have to go in there knowing that it's going to take a little while. But take what you see in games and use that as like your goal, and then take, you know, the ideals that you see from these games and these manga and these anime and these comic books, and apply those messages to how you approach the fitness, and you'll become a great bodybuilder. Actually, Kai Green, competitive bodybuilders in my gym, they all said that they were inspired by like superheroes. So it's weird, man. Like, you know, it's not really, you know, I guess it's not really weird, but like the jocks that you see in like high school, oftentimes like that's where they like peak. But like people who are, you know, into all that stuff, I always see like the people who are like super into statistics and everything, like they're dominating fantasy games. The people who are into superheroes and everything, like they are instilled like these, you know, messages from these shows and everything in these video games, and the competitiveness from all this, you know, they're the ones who keep competing on like the, you know, the top stage and everything. So I definitely think I think that those communities are a lot more intertwined than you think. Batman, Superman actors make all fit in bodybuild. Yeah, let's see, with those movies, yeah, a lot of it is again lighting. You know, sometimes they paint on the abs, sometimes they just get really shredded. Sometimes in these movies I think that they maybe put them on stuff as well. So again, like, you just never know. What I would recommend is like use these people as like, you know, goals, but don't like try to look exactly like them. Just try to get the most out of your body and like what your body will do. If you focus on your body and what you can do and just push it hard, I mean, you're gonna be happy. You know, you're unique. You don't want someone else's body. You want your body. You know, you want your body and what you got from it. And if that's super lean, if that's super cut, if it's super massive, if it's, you know, not, if it's super strength, then, you know, that's fine, and that's what you should, you know, look for. Yeah, like Stallone, he was HGH'd up, man. My God, like The Rock, like he's on stuff, absolutely. I mean, I don't know that, but a lot, you know, NFL players, all this, you know, all this, most professional athletes, I would say, are probably like on something. But yeah, see, that was a fantastic, you know, example. Yeah, he openly says, you know, he was on HGH as well. Stallone said he was national. No, I think Stallone said like he was definitely on like HGH. I think he said like he's definitely like into using it, and if he says he didn't, like he was on it. I mean, the way you can tell, I guess, is because I've seen so many like bodybuilding shows and everything, and like you know, I've seen so many like naturals and unnaturals and stuff like that. You know, there's just this kind of like look that like a unnatural bodybuilder, you know, has. You know, they have like kind of like a grainy kind of skin, with like some crazy scary crazy amount of like vascularity. You know, they're pretty red, you know, everything like that. If you want a good laugh, and I don't want to say laugh because I don't think he's like, you know, a joke or anything, but someone who's completely unnatural and says he's unnatural but is like very entertaining is Rich Piana. Let me put that right here. Check him out, and especially like, if for nothing else, the comments are fantastic. They kind of like, you know, are mean to him, but they're still kind of funny, and they still kind of like poke fun at him, and you know, he's making money off of their comments, so, you know, why not? But, you know, he says that, you know, he's you know, he's not natural and everything, and he's very open about it. So I'd recommend, you know, taking a look at his videos. They're definitely something else. You know, so you know, that's what I would, you know, recommend. You talking W? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what that says. Cena. Talking. Let's see. Maybe he's asking if you're going to compete in Mr. Universe. Probably one day. You already got the PhD, Cena. You can now go for Mr. Universe. You could be Dr. Universe. That's going to be your superhero name, Dr. Universe. All right, it is 10:15. I think that I went over, you know, I answered your questions. I talked about, you know, the topic I was going to talk about. I want to thank, hey, Ofu1, I'm glad that you're safe. I'm glad that your sister's safe. I'm glad that, you know, people you know are safe and that you weren't affected by the things that happened in France. It's like, oh no, I stay natural. Oh man, Cena. I want to see Mr. Olympia Cena. I want to go into an alternate universe and see like the Cena that takes steroids and competes in the Olympia. That'd be so fantastic. You're gonna get there, Cena. I've seen just every day, man. Get in there every day, push it, you know, push it hard, drop sets, full ranges of motion. 170 grams of protein every day, no excuses. You got to do it. Protein bars, skim milk, egg whites, pound of chicken breast or steak, and you'll get there. Peanut butter, that's what I'd recommend as well. Cottage cheese, tuna, any of those things until you get 170 grams of protein. But Ofu1, Mocha Angel, Cena, I want to thank anyone else who is watching this show or is watching this show. I want to thank you for tuning in today. You know, again, Ofu1, glad you're safe. Brian Ripley, I hope everything goes okay with your dog. I'm real sorry to hear that. Again, I know how much dogs mean to people, and I hope your dog makes it through. But yeah, thank you everyone for tuning into the Jtrain Fitness Show, for asking questions. I always like how you participate. And again, Ofu1, another thing, thank you so much for tuning in despite how late it is over where you are. It means so much to me that you stay up to watch this show. Tomorrow I'll be doing the fantasy football weekly show. We don't have that many episodes left. I think we only have like 3 episodes left. So if you're not into fantasy football, it's still pretty fun to see Kogar and me talk about fantasy football and football in general. But if you have any fantasy football related questions, no matter what your skill level is, tune in tomorrow at 9. Yeah, it looks like Cena and Ofu want to become BFFs on my chat. I'm glad I'm bringing people together here in the Jtrain Fitness Show. Thank you, Mocha Angel. I really appreciate the support. But yeah, Ofu1, definitely think about being part of my gaming streams as well. The people who watch my gaming streams would love to have you, I'm sure. Hey, you have to rep your team. You have to rep your team, Mocha Angel. You always got to do that. No matter thick or thin in life, you choose who you're gonna follow, and you ride or die with them, right? All right, everyone. That concludes this episode of the Jtrain Fitness Show. Thanks again for tuning in. I hope to see all of you Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday for the Fantasy Football Weekly Show and my gaming streams. Be sure to tell all of your friends about this. Ofu1, I would love to have as many people in France and Europe as you know tuning into my stream, saying what's up. Cena, make sure you tell your friends. Get, you know, anybody that you know being a part of this. Mocha Angel as well. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate all you guys' support. This was a great show. I loved it. I wish all of you a great night, great week. Hope to talk to you soon.